Testing, 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 testing. Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? There we go. How bizarre. OBS dropped my microphone for a moment. But that's okay. Hello, yes, so I've been saying hi to all of you. Good morning, Carrie. Hi, Jack. Melinda, so nice to see you. I got to see Melinda yesterday. We're doing this beautiful 6-week, I don't know what you call it, mastermind, supportive coaching, group coaching thing with our dear friend Susan Sage. So nice to see you, Melinda, twice in 2 days. Okay, everybody can hear me now. Hello, Catherine. Good morning, Carrie. Hello, loud and clear, says Jack. Hear music and voice now. Thank you, Catherine. Yes. Hi, Sherry. Good morning to you. Good morning, April. How is everybody feeling today? Beautiful Q&A session we had yesterday. I thought I would pick a surreal, ethereal background, but also a really soothing color. I love this blue. Feels really nice. I'm great, Jack. Yeah, I'm doing really good. Little sleepy still, but I got to bed. I chose to go to bed before midnight, which felt really good. I actually chose to get in bed around 10:15-ish. So that felt lovely. And I had this powerful dream in the middle of the night, which woke me up really, had me going with lots of ideas. So I had a little trouble falling back to sleep, but it was a good dream on some things that I need to do. Yeah, some stuff that was brought up in the session I'm doing with Susan. How's everybody? How you feeling? Hello, Suleiman. Good morning, everybody. Is anyone here for the very first time? Raise your hand. Tell us what you're drinking. I always have water, but it is coffee with the council. So if you happen to be drinking coffee, we always are curious. Catherine finally had extended sleep. Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. Do tell us how you are. Drinking nothing today. Carrie, you're not finishing your last sip of coffee? Oh, I bet it felt great, Catherine. Yeah. Very, very cool. Tell us how you are. Check in. Hello. Say if you're new, where you're from, what beverage you are enjoying this morning, if any. Carrie had her sip of coffee. Today we're doing something different, I think. Karen's having coffee. I'm just here, new. Welcome, Karen. Where are you from? Appreciate having you here today. Yes, and it's Melinda's first time with us today, too. Wonderful. I'm excited to have you here, Melinda. Toledo, Ohio. Very cool. Elle is having an oat latte, Colorado, and you're Lisa. Very cool, Lisa. I was living in Colorado for a few months before coming to southern Utah. I was in Fort Collins and Denver. Beautiful state. Hi, Robin. Your first time too? Here from southern Maryland, drinking fruit water. So excited. Oh, I'm so glad. It's so nice having first timers drinking fruit water, or just first timers, new friends we have not met yet. Oh, that's right. Melinda's in Columbus, Ohio. Ohio's not a very big state, so probably everything is fairly close, right? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, welcome. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Greg Phillips. I'm a way shower and a channel, and my purpose here on the planet is to guide people into the depths of their heart. One of the purposes of doing that is to just skip past all the thinking and all the talking and just drop right into our sacred energy, because it is my solid and firm belief that when we drop into our sacred energy, when we drop into our hearts, that's where we experience meaningful transformation. And that's where all the awesome, cool little wows and ahas happen. So what we're doing today, there's a lot of different things that I do in terms of my calling and my purpose. And what we're doing today is meeting with the group of guides that I channel called the Council of Seven. They're a collective of different beings from all sorts of different, the energetic realms, the angelic realms, different civilizations, different time, parallel realities and dimensions. They're from all over. I don't know any of them individually. They're multitudes, but they represent 7 distinct energies that are essential for our spiritual evolution here on planet Earth. So they're really sweet, they're really loving, and they're very wise. and a little silly, or a lot silly. I don't know. Would you guys say they're a lot silly or a little silly? I think they're about as silly as I am. They like to play and have fun. But yes, so we have been meeting for the I can't believe it. Guys, this has been, what is this? This is a week now. We started last Wednesday. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, they are fun. They're fun and very wise, Jack says. Indeed. Well described. Yeah, so we've been doing Coffee with the Council since last Wednesday, and they have been talking to us about isness and various aspects. They've been strongly, the big message for the last week has been strongly encouraging us to shift our relationship with time. And there's been some really, really beautiful sharing from them, as well as from everybody here who's been attending regularly. So hopefully you're in for a beautiful treat. Today, I don't know what they're wanting to talk about, but I get the sense that they might be guiding us on a journey or a meditation. That's kind of the feeling that I get. Sherry loves Colorado too. Oh, you lived there in the 90s. Oh, so cool. Very awesome, my dear friends. It's so good to have everybody here. I've really been enjoying these Coffees with the Councils immensely. And based on how much fun it's been and how there's been, what am I going to say? Oh, yeah. So I have a group on Insight Timer called Our Happy Little Bubble. And one of our members who's also been attending Coffee with the Council is wanting to hear and share more from others who have been attending. So I created a whole new group just for this live series. So it's called Coffee with the Council. So you can find it on my profile, or you can just look it up under Coffee with the Council. And its whole purpose is for you guys to share with each other about what you're learning, what you're experiencing, any practices that you're that you're picking up and that you're trying out, anything really, any ahas, woohoos, oh my's, wows, whatever. So that group is there as a container for anybody who comes to Coffee with the Council to share about what we've been learning. Yes, Jack, Jack was the one. I didn't want to call you out specifically, but it was in our existing group, Our Happy Little Bubble, which is just in general for everything that I do on Insight Timer. Jack had said, oh, I'd really love to hear from other people. So now you have an opportunity to do that. So I invite you to join Coffee with the Council group on Insight Timer. It's like a morning talk show, Catherine said. Well, that's fun. I think it's fun. Is that fun? I hope so. You're laughing. It's kind of like doing a regular podcast in a way. You know, I wish that I could hear your guys' voices, and sometimes I wish that I could have a place on Insight Timer to post the video, but maybe someday the beautiful managers and creators of this awesome app will provide us with that feature. But for now, this is what we have. So this is, thank you. I'm glad you like it, Jack. Yes. So, what else? I'm just trying to get announcements out of the way before we get into the meat of everything. Yeah, so I think that's it. If you're brand new to Coffee with the Council, this is occurring every weekday, Monday through Friday, until the end of April. It may continue on. And if you like what you hear today, I invite you to follow me, check out my other stuff on Insight Timer. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog, tell your cat. Just spread the word if you like it. Yeah, Catherine likes what Catherine said. Very cool. Maybe, but I have recently been reminded by the powers that be to curtail mentioning things outside of Insight Timer, including my teacher's link. So you guys, if you're new to the app, we can explain how to find teachers' links. Yes, but no, Carrie, we're gonna be sticking to Insight Timer. We want Insight Timer to grow, right? We love Insight Timer. Who loves Insight Timer? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. If you don't know how to raise your hand, just throw a yes or a yay or a me or whatever in chat. But if you love Insight Timer, if you're brand new to Insight Timer and you're loving it, absolutely. We want it to grow. We want to bring more people in. The more people we can bring into lives, the more they'll see that lives deserve the kind of support that we all that we all love them for, the community that we build here in live sessions, and they'll bring out more features, because if they have more users and more people signing up for the subscription membership and things like that, then they have more revenue that they can share with us teachers, and they have more revenue that they can build features for. So I'm very excited to be back. As many people know, I took a hiatus for a few months while I dealt with a lot of life transition. But I'm really, really happy to be back here. And one of my big purposes this year is to do as much as I can to support the feature of lives and grow Insight Timer. So yes, let's help the app grow, bring more people into our beautiful community. Life-changing, says Catherine. I love that. That is so cool. Sherry says, I saw they have a family plan. I haven't seen what that includes, and I'm going to look into it. I have no idea what that is. That's kind of a cool idea. This year, they informed teachers that they were going to be bringing out a number of new features that directly affect and support live events. So this is really an exciting year for Insight Timer, at least for me, because live events is my primary thing that I love to do here. And so, yeah, we'll support our beautiful, beloved app. Alrighty, all the announcements I think are done. Thank you for being here. If you're brand new, relax, sit back, enjoy the ride, enjoy the show. Today we'll see what the council has to say. All right, everybody ready? You know what I wish? I wish they had features where you could easily, hey Jennifer, good to see you again. I wish they had features where you could like what somebody said in the chat, whether you could put a heart or put a plus or whatever you call it, thumbs up, just a little bit more interactability in the lives. That would be super fun. Even in the group chats as well. All right, let us see what the council has in store for us today. I have absolutely no idea. Take item council. Good morning, our dear friends. Hello, beloved and dear friends. We greet you from the energetic realms, where we celebrate and love each and every single aspect of who you are, from your highest of highs to your lowest of lows. For you see, to us, every single experience you have is magnificent and beautiful, even the ones where you stub your toe or get a hangnail or have some temporarily or more than temporarily uncomfortable circumstance or experience. Even these are ones that we celebrate, for we understand the mechanics, the energetic dynamics of what is happening, and we are not attached to the physical experience of it. So we see how the energy is moving. We see that in that moment you are expanding, you are growing, you are shifting. Perhaps if you are feeling ill or if you are suddenly sick, we see it not as unwellness. We see it as a call to remember your wellness. We see it as a call from your body to drop into the moment, into the nowness. We see things very differently since we are not physical. And guess what? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You aren't physical either. Chew on that for a bit, if you will. Have you ever wondered, when you are, quote unquote, lost in meditation, or when you find yourself deeply absorbed in the moment of a creative act or some physical activity that you deeply enjoy, such as yoga or walking or even just bathing in a bubble bath? Have you ever noticed how time simply slips away? Have you ever noticed how you suddenly, or not so suddenly, but very subtly, no longer really have a connection to the physical, to time and space? Have you ever had an experience such as this? And it may even be simply from eating the most magnificent bit of your favorite foods, desserts, or drinks. For indeed, every single experience on planet Earth has the potential to bring you into connection or even to further your connection with all that is. Indeed, this was the orientation and perspective of Tantric Buddhism, that every single potential experience on the planet was a path to enlightenment. And so indeed, today we are here to remind you that you are not physical. You may feel physical. Your elbow, your knee, your back, your shoulder, your head may feel very physical in the moment, but that is not your essential nature. Your essential nature is pure, beautiful energy. Essential, source, all that is. You are truly spirit incarnate. And it is opportunities such as our meetings these last few days to remember and to re-foster and to grow and strengthen our connection to all of that, that makes life all the more sweeter for you. So today we have something very special in mind. We will not be, of course, we just provided a little bit of new information, perhaps for some individuals, but today we're going to be doing a practice, if you will, that will be less of a talking to you about things and more of a guiding, if you will. And we welcome anyone who is new to this experience. For the last week or so, we have been chit-chatting, conversing, if you will, about the beautiful nature of business. So today, we will be going on a journey that hopefully will encompass at least one or two, perhaps more or all, of the different concepts that we have been discussing this last week. So we hope that you do enjoy it. And we begin by inviting you to rest and relax into the seat that you are upon. Perhaps you are walking your beloved pooch dog, or you are laying down and resting in a delicious pose. We encourage you to find the most comfortable physical position for you. It does not have to be perfect, but we do invite you to place your feet flat on the floor. We find that in certain experiences such as these, it is essential and very helpful to make a complete and full connection to the floor and the ground that roots you through both feet, rather than perhaps crossing your legs. Unless, of course, you are sitting in a cross-legged yoga or meditative style position, and then your butt is doing all the connecting for you, not your feet. Indeed, so find what is most comfortable for you. Gently close your eyes and listen to the beautiful sound of the water and the music, the sweet chirping of the bird in the background. We invite you to open your mind's ear, and without any expectation or analysis or story or judgment, we invite your mind's ear to listen intently for each and every word from our voice and each and every sound from the beautiful background music. Every solitary note conveys an energy. Every single word and sound from our voice conveys an energy to your heart. It is as though a beautiful ball of light, a will-o-wisp, if you will, begins hovering before you, in front of your mind's eye. Be the mindful observer. Pay close attention to this particular ball of energy, this beautiful will-o-wisp. How does it pulse or move or blink? What color is this beautiful light? Is it a warm or a cold feeling, soothing or exciting? Pay note, pay attention, our dear friends. And simply bow in your mind before this beautiful wisp of light, thanking it for appearing and showing itself to you, for you know that it is there to guide you. And once you acknowledge it and bow before it, it begins to move forward turning every so often as though to invite you to begin walking forward. You begin following this beautiful wisp of light, and you find that you are walking on a beautiful stone-paved path. Every single stone that you step on, you can feel the essence of the individuals who laid this path. You get glimpses of feelings or words or visuals of the care that they took to lay each and every single stone in the path, and you feel how much love and attention, creative energy went into the creating of this path as you gently walk left foot, right foot. Your guide, this beautiful wisp of light, is bouncing in joy as you follow, occasionally bopping to the left or the right on the path, very playful in its essence. Up ahead you see a warm, glowing light, and as you approach, there is a figure standing just slightly outside the light. They're difficult to see where they are standing, and so you invite them into the light from the path where you stand. Please, dear one, come into the light so that I may recognize you. And you gasp as you see when they walk into the light, for this is a figure from your past. This is not necessarily a total shock, but you certainly did not expect to be meeting them here and now in the middle of your energetic journey. Who are they to you? What do they symbolize? Do they remind you of a specific event or an occurrence? What is the nature of how you feel as you gaze upon this figure? You know that they are not truly there with you at that moment, but energetically, they are present and they are representing something quite powerful for you. Think back to what it is they represent and simply be the mindful observer of the emotions that come forth as you reflect on this. Do you have any stories regarding this particular person or entity? Are you experiencing any negative emotions, any positive emotions? Just simply be the mindful observer. Be with what is, our dear friends, as you lay witness to this being represented from your past. You are safe here with all of your friends and all of us. All of your guides surround you in this environment. This individual looks at you with longing eyes, and you suddenly become aware that they too are feeling something. In this moment, you realize how utterly human and vulnerable they too are. This may be an individual or a person who represents something painful from your past, or even something joyful from your past. But in recognizing their humanity, and recognizing that their emotions simply are, just like yours simply are, you begin to see the beauty of their isness. Indeed, for even if this person, this figure, is a reminder of a painful moment from your past, from the place in which you stand, led by this beautiful wisp of light, safely guided and guarded by and supported by your guides and by us, you realize you really have no reason to hold on to anything story-wise regarding this individual. For they too are human. You recognize this. You recognize that they have emotions. and you recognize that any stories that still linger, unless they feel good, are no longer in service to you. And so with the power of choice that comes from living in the moment, from being in the nowness and recognizing the isness, you simply can snap your fingers and say, I release you, dear one. I release you to your own path, to your own journey. Thank you for being part of mine. I have to move on now. And without a thought, without an extra care, you simply turn and continue down the path. Your mind might linger briefly, considering them, but you have let them go. You have released them. Allow them to release themselves now, and you continue walking forward. The path begins to shift around you. It is no longer made out of stones. It is now made out of small little pebbles and rocks. Gravel, if you will. It feels different under your feet, not uncomfortable so, but you recognize the actual textual, tactile difference underneath your feet, and yet somehow this path was laid with just as much care as the previous one. You could feel how every single pebble, every single little rock was laid with love and care, for whoever created this path knew that one day you would be walking upon it, and they had the purest of intentions to create the most supportive, stable, and yet also visually appealing path possible. And as you walk across these small little rocks and pebbles, you can hear the slight crunch underneath your feet as they grind together slightly, as they rub together. And as you continue down this path, led by your beautiful will-o-wisp of light, you see another bright light source ahead of you. And here, the source is directly in front of you. The path literally stops right at this source of light. You cannot see where the light is coming from, but you see it surrounding the end of the path. And there, before you, is a doorway. Take a moment and observe this doorway. What material is the door itself made out of? What fashion is it styled or designed in? What is the styling of the doorknob and the hinges? And what does the frame around the threshold of the door look like? Take this in, dear friends. Describe it in your mind. Be the mindful observer looking for all the particular details. And in particular, note the color and the glow of the light that is coming through around the door. Between the frame and the door itself, there is a light shining through from the other side, and this indeed is the source of where this large glow of light at the end of the path is coming from. This, my dear friends, is a very special door. This door exists every single day in your heart. This is a door in which every single moment of every single day you can choose to open in your heart, or you can choose to keep it closed. This door, you feel, is very incredibly special, for it was fashioned and designed by you and you alone, straight from your heart and your heart's imagination. Consider what this doorway means to you. Consider what leaving it closed means to you and feels like. Consider what opening it and walking through means to you and feels like. This door indeed is an invitation for you to open it. For as beautiful as the design of this door that you have created in your heart is, doors exist to be passed through, to be opened, and walked through. Indeed, if walking through that particular opening was not intended, there would be no door. It would be a wall. And so you have placed this door in your heart for a very specific purpose right here and right now. What is that purpose? What does opening the door, if you were to say yes to opening it, what does it mean to you? How would it feel to open the door? It is okay, dear friends, if you do not know or cannot observe or identify how it would feel. It is okay to not know. It is okay to be standing before this doorway with some fear or trepidation. It is okay to be standing before this doorway faced with the decision to open it or not with great uncertainty. But we assure you, nobody ever got where they are by knowing where they were going to end up necessarily. They knew that all they needed to do was know that they were going somewhere. And for indeed, all of you, all of us are indeed going somewhere, for you cannot stop your isness. You cannot stop your existence. You cannot stop your expansion. These, energetically speaking, are givens. You can slow it down. You can hinder it with story. You can overburden yourself with yearning and longing and expectations and attachments for the future, but you cannot stop your spiritual evolution. It is part of the design. It is part of your nature to always be expanding. There is no other experience for existence than expansion. All that is does not know regression. It does not comprehend going backwards, for it is purely designed to always expand, to always grow, and you are part of all of that, and so you always grow. And so, dear friends, we invite you, no matter how you are feeling and what you are thinking about this door, we invite you to reach out now, embrace the doorknob, take a deep breath, let it go, and open the door. And as you do so, you walk through almost involuntarily, for it is not the walking that matters, dear friends. It is the decision to grasp a hold of the knob and open the door that gives you the momentum, not the walking. It is not the doing in life. It is your alignment. It is your decision making. It is the choices that you make that provide your momentum, that provide your movement, that create more growth and expansion. It is not the walking. And yet you must show up in the physical and walk the path. As our dear friend Bashar often says, action is the language of the physical. But it does not start with action, dear friends. It starts with you embracing your isness. It starts with you embracing your power of choice. And so you are through this doorway. Where are you now? The path has changed yet again, and the surrounds and the environment that you find yourself in are magical and mystical, filled with beautiful, vibrant colors. What is the landscape, dear friends? What structures or buildings are present? Be once again the mindful observer as you walk this path, having made a choice to say yes to this door, and then walk through it naturally and effortlessly. For you aligned with the synchronicity of saying yes, of making a choice. And just bask in the beauty of this realm that you have stepped into. Perhaps it has a beach-like feeling or look. Maybe you have walked into an ancient rustic village or a beautiful golden field of wheat or flowers, or perhaps you are on a mountain, or perhaps you are traveling amongst the stars. Whatever it is, allow your intuition and imagination to let this vision of the landscape before you unfold. And find a beautiful, comfortable place to sit within this environment. Cross your legs or keep them feet flat on the floor, and close your eyes as you just breathe in this beautiful air and all the beautiful energy. You have opened the doorway to a new level of your heart today, dear friends. We thank you for joining us on this beautiful, energetic journey today. We invite you to keep your eyes closed and to bask in the love, the light, and the energy of this experience. We will now provide an energetic transmission. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Gently let it out your mouth. Take one more deep breath in through your nose and gently out your mouth. And we will do one more deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, make an audible sound. Make it audible. Bring your mind's eye and observation to your right elbow. Slowly and gently become aware of your right arm, how it is resting on your chair arm or on your body. Move your awareness over to the right shoulder and across to the left, allowing each individual part of the body to wake up from this dreamlike journey. Down the left arm all the way to the fingertips of the left hand, as your body slowly and gently becomes awake and aware, and you gradually return to the physical. Dear friends, there are no words to convey how much we love you and how much we celebrate each and every single step you take in your evolution. We are here to guide you. We've always been here. We just have not been as vocal as of late. And so we celebrate and honor each and every opportunity to assemble with you here in the physical through our dearly beloved channel, Greg. We thank you for your interest in what we have to share with you, and we thank you simply for being on the path, even when the path changes. We will leave you with this today, and until the next time we meet together, we wish you great love, peace, and enjoy. It is now time to return fully to your body, to the here and the now. Hello, welcome back. I'm back. Are you back? Take your time. Take your time. Hey, Leanne. Good to see you, dear. Hi, Carolina. Nice to see you again. April says, wow. Christina says, thank you from my heart. Jack says, that was so beautiful. Thank you. You are welcome. Thank you, Council. It's the first time the Council's taken us on a journey. Wow, and we got an energetic transmission too. Did you feel that? That was like, wow, I was like vibrating so powerfully while they were transmitting to you guys. Well, to me too, I guess. I just had this massive, just like glowing feeling in my heart. Christina said, yes, I did. It was tingly. It was tingly, wasn't it? It was very tingly. It was beautifully tingly. Tingly is an awesome word. I love the word tingly. Ooh, that was tingly. How's everybody feeling? You might be gobsmacked, so if you can't share, I understand these sacred energy journeys that we go on, even when I lead them. And this was different. The council was actually leading us this time, so this was extra special. Robin said, so beautiful. Thank you. Much gratitude. Indeed, to you as well, Robin. April said, I had a grasshopper hop on me this week. I got message to take a leap forward. They said no going back. Resonates. Indeed. Jennifer, very activating and loving. Yes. I don't know what they were. I didn't get a sense of what the energetic transmission was about, but it's quite possible. It did feel as though they were transmitting energy from higher vibrations, higher frequencies to us. And so that will, okay, what they're telling me, they're saying that there wasn't anything specific content-wise in the energetic transmission. But what they were their intention was to transmit higher vibration, higher frequency energies in order to help expand or activate anything in your heart at this moment. So this is going to be very personal to each and every single individual here. Oh, Christina got so much hope. I love that for you. Jennifer, yes, Christina, hope is a very good word. It is a beautiful word. Catherine, that was very deep. I cried when I came to the first light and felt a release. That's all we could really ever wish for, right? When we're dealing with something that is triggering us from the past, is just a release, you know? And what is a release, my friends? Just a freedom from all of that is weighing us down about that. And that's the beauty of asking ourselves when we are facing an uncomfortable situation or feeling, what am I believing that is causing me to feel this way? And the minute we identify that belief and then have a laugh at it or thank it for being of service and release it, we leave an open space that's available for a new belief, for us to decide and choose differently. We are not slaves to any of that. I am happy for Catherine too. April, I get a lot of tingling in my crown during energy transmission. Very cool. You're getting your crown chakra activated, your spiritual connection. Yeah, Jennifer too. I love that. That is awesome. Anybody fall asleep? It's okay to fall asleep during energetic journeys. It means that you're needing to absorb or integrate the energy and the experience on a much deeper, more energetic, vibrational level. And it's also an amazing. If you ever fall asleep during meditation, don't stress, don't judge, don't worry about it. It's your whole entirety of your system saying, I'm going to integrate this and receive this at a much deeper level. It's a way that the body kicks in to allow the mind to get out of the way, right? So it's a good thing. If you ever fall asleep in a guided meditation or an energy journey or a meditation like this. Jack says, I felt like I was in a zippity doodah moment. A colorful cartoon-like birds, flowers, an absolutely beautiful place. I felt so safe and loved. The first person I met was my dear departed dad, whose death I've never come to terms with, but feel a little better after seeing him today. Aww. Zippity-doo-dah moment. Jennifer loves it. Christina says to April, my crown and my feet were tingly and buzzy. The colors are so very majestic and my tears are flowing. Oh, that is so sweet. You guys had such amazing experiences. I love this. Oh, CB, you met your dad too and had an emotional moment. Jack, consider that there is less to come to terms with, shall I say it this way, with your dad's death than you might think there is. Yes, big hugs. Wow, it is so... I love going on these journeys. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do with you guys. If this is anybody's very first time in a journey, congratulations. Welcome. There is no right or wrong in terms of what you experience and what you take from it or what you take back from it. Even if what you get back from it is more questions, that's fine. It is absolutely where your energy is at, right in the here, right in the now. It is pure and beautiful and wonderful and is beyond thought and words. And this is one of the reasons that I love doing these journeys so much, because they help move us beyond thought and words and allow us to drop right in here, which is the seat of our soul, our heart space, and it's the portal to all the things, to all the beautiful things that we know, our spiritual connection to everything. You're welcome, Melinda. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Oh, you said it was beautiful. That's so cool. Madeline, I joined mid-in, and it was absolutely relaxing, and I almost fell asleep. Feeling fluffy and flowy now. I love that, fluffy and flowing. Oh my God, aren't fluffy things just amazing? I love fluffy things. I love fluffy pillows. I love flowy too. I love going with the flow. I love how certain things just ebb and flow. It's really lovely. Thank you for sharing that, Madeline. The seat. Oh, the seat of our soul, indeed, Kelsey. I was saying seat, but seed works as well. Kelsey, is that the Kelsey? Is that the Kelsey that used to come to my lives? I haven't seen you in ages, if that's the case. Jennifer said my younger self came up for me. Oh, lovely. CB's first journey, wonderful. Congratulations, CB. You're an old timer now after doing your first energetic journey. Very peaceful. They are very peaceful. The journeys are always incredibly relaxing. It's just how they are. Catherine's release was connected to her dad as well. The door represented new life for her. Lovely. Lovely. Yes, feel free, before I go soon, I'm going to go shortly, but feel free to share what the door symbolized for you, or maybe you got a message about the door, or a word about the door, or a feeling about the door. Please feel free to share that in the chat if you wish to. Kelsey loves fluffy clouds. Yes, indeed. Yes, it is you, Kelsey the Riveter. Oh my God, good to see you, dear. Nice to see you again. Christina felt connected to my soul's seed and the future possibilities. Need to go journal about the journey and what I saw and felt. Journaling is a great tool for processing this, not required by any means, for every journey is about what is true in the now. Here's an interesting thing about your energy, my friends. It is always in motion. So where you are at in this particular journey, the next journey or the next meditation you do, your energy is going to be in a different place. Your energy is always now. Now. This now, the next now. So this is one reason I love working with energy so much, is because it is the most pure aspects of ourselves that is in the now. It's never in the past. It's always in the now. It's never in the future. It's always in the now. So as you write or as you meditate or reflect on this, your energy is already expanded from the journey. Your energy is already shifted and flowed and fluffed over different parts of you. And so as you write or as you meditate or as you reflect, more information might come, more insights, more knowings, other feelings. So just allow it, keep an open heart, let it all flow, fluff and flow. I love you too, Kelsey. Good to see you. It's wonderful to hear and see you smile. Oh, thanks, Kelsey. It's good to be here too. I am in a really wonderful place in life right now. Jennifer says, to me, the door represented Oops, where'd it go? To me, the door represented it was time for me to step into my light, my full potential, and to stop holding on to the past. Let's rephrase that slightly, Jennifer. Rephrase that last part for me. Rewrite that. To me, the door represented that it was time for me to step into my light and my full potential, and to replace that part. You don't, well, how do I want to say this? To say to stop holding on to the past, the focus of that part of the phrase is still on the holding, the past, and on stopping. What I would encourage you to do is to find a phrase that feels right for you, that encourages you to be in your isness, in your nowness, something that is about and connected to, yes, indeed, let go of what no longer serves you. Keep working on that. Keep reframing it. That is absolutely true, but that's a functional statement. We're looking for kind of this really strong feeling that feels like how you felt, the positive hope and all that, the fluffy and the flowy that you've felt in the journey. Kelsey, thank you for the donation. I appreciate you sharing your love and your gift with me. Very much appreciated. Always love seeing donations. I always love seeing follows. So if you're new to me and you've had found value, or if your heart was blown wide open and you feel gobsmacked, please do feel free to follow. Love having more followers. It's nice to see. It's nice to know that I'm touching hearts through my gift and my service. So I think you know where I'm coming from, Jennifer, about that. Yeah. I have a feeling you do. Christina got the same as Jennifer, another nudge to keep expanding. Absolutely. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Yes. The only reason I'm encouraging a reframing of that last part is because the very first two parts of what you said there are very much in your nowness, right? They're very much in your nisness. The door represented that it was time now for me to step into my light, my full potential right now. So what is an expression, a different way to say to stop holding on to the past, a different way to say that from your light, from your stepping into your full potential, right? That's the kind of the gist of what I was going for. And there's no right or wrong way necessarily to say it, but I'm trying to help guide the focus to be on the now, on who you really are, not on who you were. Because the truth of the matter is, the reality here, dynamically speaking in terms of the energy, you have already grown and changed from we have all grown and changed from who we were in the past. We're not the same person anymore. So when we are holding on to the past, we are not being with who we are in the moment. We're living from wasness, as the council talked about last week. And there's nothing extra that we need to do except acknowledge that wasness is just isness that is weighed down by story. So when we let go of the story and begin to tell a new story from the now, from our beautiful isness in the very now, that's where all the beauty lies. You don't even need to look forward, sweetheart. The future will always hold something magical and mystical and amazing for you. The more we embrace the nowness, the more we embrace what is, I would say celebrate. I mean, you just had an amazing breakthrough. That it's time to step into your light and your full potential. That's not a future thing. That's not a not yet-ness thing. That's a nowness thing. Your light, our light, everybody, our light and our full potential is not something that exists in the future. It exists right now. It is available to us here in the nowness, in the isness. It is our alignment with that allows us to feel it. It is not something, yes, you can indeed get excited and look forward and feel positive about what unfolds for you in the future, but that excitement, that positivity, that unfolding is what is happening right now. Remember, the past and the future are illusory. They're illusions created by our mind to provide a context of life experience. But energetically speaking, all of that exists in this very moment. And this is the moment that we feel it in. We're not, you can't feel it in the future. If you're thinking about something positive about the future, or if you have a positive expectation for something in the future, when are you feeling it? You're feeling it right now. That's the beauty of the nowness. That's the beauty of isness. The more we can bring that sort of energetic feeling experiences into the now and not attach them to the past or the future, then we are absolutely living to our fullest potential. You are so on it. I love this for you, Jennifer. Oh, dang. It let me think on this. Yeah. Kelsey says, thank you, Jennifer. I'm with you. At this moment, I see doors, like as I'm going into one, then this other one is appearing, like yes, softly yes, like fog almost. But I miss steps, small steps into the threshold to get close to the door, like a hope, and the door is open. Not to hurry, though. There is no hurry. You are eternal beings, my dearly beloved friends. We are eternal beings, indestructible, eternal essences, expressions, unique perspectives expressing all that is, expressing existence. Jennifer, it feels like there's a lot there to reflect on. I love this for you. I'm here for you. Let me know. Reach out if you have questions about this. My friends, it is nearly an hour, and I only said a half an hour for this. I'm going to wrap up. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow if you choose to come back. Same bat time, same bat channel. Jennifer says, I'm going to journal on this today, lol. Yes, indeed. I bet you are. And also, my dear, more importantly, hold it in your heart. Just hold it in your heart. Even if you don't get to journal right away, even if the journaling the journaling could flow very easily, or it might not. Hold it in your heart. Allow it to percolate. Carry it around with you like your favorite stuffed animal or your favorite book, or just carry it in your heart. Hold this in your heart, my dear friends. You're welcome, Catherine. Great live. Oh, I'm so glad. You're welcome, Jack. Thank you as well, Jennifer. Yay. Okay, my friends. I'm going to send you off and away. I will see you again tomorrow. There will be no coffee with the council over the weekend. Kelsey, so good to see you. Yes, you're welcome, dear. Welcome, welcome. All is well. All right, I love you guys dearly. I will see you soon, and have a great rest of your day.